So I brought another little thing to talk about that you said you didn't know about, which I was shocked that you didn't know about.
Okay.
Called The Story of Jeff the Mongoose.
Oh, yeah.
Have you, what do you mean?
It just sounds creepy.
It's fine. So,
And if we know anything from the 30 episodes, it's that I don't like the creepy.
it's not creepy. So, Jeff, also referred to as the talking mongoose,
Jeffrey.
was an allegedly talking mongoose which inhabited a farmhouse owned by the Irving family. The Irving farm was located at Cashan's Gap near the hamlet of Dalby on the Isle of Man. The story was given extensive coverage by tabloid press in Britain in the early 1930s. Obviously, this story gained the attention of parapsychologists and ghost hunters. A lot of people come in to investigate this supposed story of Jeff the Mongoose. I'll read you the story. In September 1931, the Irving family, consisting of James, Margaret, and 13-year-old daughter named Viory, claimed they heard persistent scratching, rustling, and vocal noises behind their farmhouse's wooden wall panels that variously resembled a ferret, a dog, or a baby. According
Quite
to
different
Irving's,
things.
just a bit. A creature named Jeff introduced himself and told them that it was a mongoose born in New Delhi, India, in 1852.
Okay. A
According
mongoose
to
is
Viory,
from...
New Delhi, in India, in 1852. Jeff the Mongoose from New
don't
Delhi,
think-
India.
It's a very Indian name.
1852.
And I
Jeff
don't
the
feel
Mongoose.
like mongoose is a...
From New Delhi in India. According to Viory, Jeff was the size of a small rat with yellowish fur and a large bushy tail. The Irvings claimed that Jeff had communicated to them that he was an extra clever mongoose, an earthbound spirit, and a ghost in the form of a mongoose. And once he said, "I am a freak. I have hands and I have feet, and if you saw me, you'd faint. You'd be petrified, mummified, turned into a stone or a pillar of salt." This is what Jeff apparently has said. So he's got hands and he's got feet, but he's a mongoose.
I've just googled a mongoose because I wasn't really 100% sure what they were. They look quite a lot like a ferret.
Yeah.
Just so we know, they are native to Southern Europe, Africa, and Asia.
This is Jeff the mongoose from New Delhi in India in 1852, who said, "I am a freak, I have hands and I have feet, and if you saw me, you'd faint. You'd be petrified, mummified, turned into a stone or a pillar of salt." That's what this mongoose is saying.
He's a very dramatic mongoose, isn't he?
Right? The Irvings made various claims about Jeff. He supposedly guarded their house and informed them of the approach of guests or any unfamiliar dogs. If someone forgot to put out the fire at night, Jeff would go down and stop the stove. Jeff would also wake people up when they overslept, and whenever Mince got into the house, Jeff supposedly assumed the role of a cat. Whenever mice got into the house, Jeff supposedly assumed the role of a cat, although he preferred to scare them rather than killing them. According to the Irvings' words, they gave Jeff biscuits, chocolates, and bananas, with food left for him in a saucer suspended from the ceiling, which he took when he thought no one was watching. The mongoose regularly accompanied them on their trips to the market, but always stayed behind the other side of the hedges, chatting incessantly. So this mongoose, this Jeff, is causing a lot of mischief, is guarding the house, is putting out the stove. No one's seen him, but he's coming with them to the market, and he's conveniently staying behind the bushes on the trips to the market with the family.
Was it not just like a really good thief?
So, the story of Jeff became popular in tabloid presses, and many journalists flocked to the Isle to try and catch a glimpse of the creature. Several other people, both locals and visitors, claimed to have heard Jeff's voice, and 2 claimed to have seen it. However, physical evidence was lacking. Footprints, stains on the wall, and hair samples claimed to be evidence of Jeff were identified as belonging to the Irving's sheepdog, as well as several photos which were claimed by the Irvings to depict Jeff. Margaret and Viory Irving left the home in 1945 after the death of James Irving. They reportedly had to sell the farm at a loss because it had the reputation of being haunted. In 1946, Leslie Graham, who had bought their farm, claimed in the press that she had shot and killed Jeff. The body displayed by Graham was, however, black and white and much larger than the famous mongoose, and Voirrey Irving was certain that it was not Jeff. Voirrey died in 2005. In an interview published late in life, she maintained that Jeff was not her creation. So she's adamant that Jeff was real. Until she died.
I like that they made this story up and then it affected them financially.
Yeah, down the line because people thought it was haunted, so they couldn't sell the farm.
Yeah, meanwhile people pay a premium for that now.
Right? It's like, oh, hauntings. Add it to the list.
Yeah, you just gotta sell it right. Get those sisters that, like, cracked their toes.
The Fox sisters, yeah.
I feel like, honestly, it was most likely to either be a ferret or a cat.
Harry Price was someone that decided to go and investigate this situation with Jeff the Mongoose, who was a paranormal investigator. Obviously, he suspected that the hair belonged to the Irving sheepdogs, so he asked the Natural History Museum to evaluate paw prints from Jeff. In plasticine, together with an impression of his suggested tooth marks, Pocock could not match them to any known animal, though he conceded that one of them might have been conceivably made by a dog. He did state that none of the markings had been made by a mongoose. The diaries of James Irving, along with the reports about the case, are in Harry Price's archives. So, all of James Irving's, who was obviously the father of the family, all of his diaries are in the archives in the University of London, in the Senate House Library. Upon visiting the Irvings, Price observed double walls of wooden panelling covering the interior rooms of the old stone farmhouse, which featured considerable interior airspace between the stone, as well as walls, also made of wood, that made the whole house one great speaking tube, with walls like soundboards. By speaking into one of the many apertures in the panels, it should be possible to convey the voice to various parts of the house, according to Richard Wiseman. Price and Lambert were less than enthusiastic about the case, concluding that the most credulous of individuals would be impressed with the evidence.
So it was
for
just
Jeff.
someone playing a joke on them, basically.
Basically.
It was like the little kid down the street that was known for playing pranks. I think it was like a little 12-year-old or something. I thought it was real funny and was real sneaky and could hide in a lot of places. Because I will say Jeff is not a typically historically accurate New Delhi name.
No, and it's Jeff with a G. So, Jeff.
Oh, Geoff.
Yeah. No, not O. No O. Jeff.
Geff.
Let me learn.
Is it Geff or Jeff?
Jeff. Wait. Let me send you the article just so you can see how it's spelled. Jeff.
Again, it does look like
Geff.
a ferret. Oh, Geff.
See? How would you say that? Is it Jeff?
Well, it says the way to pronounce it, it does say Jeff as a way to pronounce it.
But it's Jeff. Jeff.
I wouldn't look at that and think mongoose.
No, neither would I.
Because I've
It looks
never
like a
seen a
squirrel.
mongoose.
But yeah, so that's the little weird story of Jeff the Mongoose. See, it wasn't creepy, it was just strange. Just a weird little thing.
I know, but a linked article was about poltergeist, so it's up there.
Yeah, but it's not actually, like, an actual ghost. It was a mongoose. He was a freak. He has hands and feet. You turn to stone.
I mean, they just kind of look like they do, though, like with that American animal with their paws. Raccoon.
Raccoons do have little hands. They do have little hands. Give me the donut, please. Give me the donut.
I feel like the only American animal I couldn't deal with would be an opossum.
Why?
They look weird.
They probably think the same about you, though, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm happy for this possum and me to stay at a mutual distance, both freaked out.
Just mutual distance, freaking out. Right, okay.
Like a raccoon, though, they're quite fun.
Raccoon's fine.
The only
Possums,
things I've
though.
seen of raccoons is them, like, taking biscuits and running with them.
Just fleeing with them, just like, just running on the little hind legs, just like,
Yeah, I got biscuits.
dog biscuits. I got the dog biscuits.
Yeah, it's great.
Cat biscuits, whatever it is. If it's been left out,
hobnob.
they'll have it. Hobnobs. I saw the one of there was a raccoon that was like waiting outside a donut drive-through window, and they actually opened the drive-through window and gave him a donut, and they just very politely just went up and took the donut and was happy. You could tell he'd been a regular customer because it was just like, open up the window, give the raccoon his donut. Like,
that's adorable. Probably not good for the raccoon, though.
Probably not good for the raccoon, but they do eat actual trash.
And a donut's probably just as trashy as actual trash.
It's not going to be as trash. Like, it's going to have other trash that, granted, it probably shouldn't be eaten. But if you can digest trash, I think you can digest a donut and not have an issue. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's...
What's better for you, literal twash or an American donut?
Twash or American donut? Probably twash.
Probably the twash.
Probably the twash, but my word, is that donut going to taste good, though?
Yeah, true. It'll taste better. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
It'll taste amazing, but my word, if it won't wreck you from the inside, that's not what you need. That's not what you need. So, yeah, that's my story of Jeff.
Nice.
Jeff the mongoose. Yeah.
Nice little torturing Jeffrey.